Jake here for American Muscle, and today I'm taking a look at the American Brothers Design Oil Catch Can for 2009 and newer 5.7 and 6.4 liter Hemi Challengers. If you're in it for the long haul with your Challenger, especially if you're hitting the track or planning to do some additional engine mods, then an oil catch can should be on your list. This one from American Brothers Design is high quality, well designed, plus it's officially licensed by Mopar, so you know it's going to perform well and also look great in your engine bay. Before we dive in here though, I do want to make a quick note regarding fitment, and that this is not going to fit your car if you have a sound tube on your factory intake. So if you've got that extra little sound tube thing hanging off of the side of your factory inlet tube, you're not going to be able to fit this one. You're going to need a different part. Now, oil catch cans are an easy and an effective mod that have sort of a unique place in the market. They don't add any power, and you can't see them, of course, unless the hood is popped, so they don't fit into the same types of categories that most other modifications do. Catch cans are much more focused on longevity and reliability than anything else. This one just happens to look really good when it's mounted under the hood. Long and short of it is, catch cans, also known as oil separators, are designed to capture excess oil vapors that get recirculated from the bottom of the engine back through the top end via the PCV system. After a long enough time, if that's left unchecked, those excess vapors can get caught in your intake valves or other parts of the intake system, and that's going to result in poor engine performance and gas mileage. Then you've got to pay for a valve cleaning or deal with some potential other issues. But you can help prolong your engine's life and maintain its performance by installing a catch can like this one. So this is going to mount in line with your Challenger's PCV system, and the filter inside is going to draw out that oil that is coming through. As you can see, this is a honeycomb style aluminum filter, and this is going to allow the air to move through the system like normal. So it comes in one side, goes down, gets filtered out, and then goes right back up. So it's going to keep the pressure stabilized and keep everything flowing like it should, all while capturing the oil in this canister. Now the canister also has a removable stainless steel mesh filter that's going to help pull out any particulates that might come through as well. You can just screw this one off and empty out any oil that's captured. The canister just screws right back in, and you've got an O-ring here to help seal it off. The other thing I like is that the top part of this also overlaps with the canister itself, so between that and the O-ring, you're not going to have any issues with spillage. You've also got some grips on the bottom of the canister that's going to help getting this thing detached even when it's inside of the engine bay. Now the whole thing is made from CNC machined solid billet aluminum, and it's actually finished in a Mopar paint color. So this is going to look excellent under the hood of your car, especially if your Challenger happens to be this shade of black. You'll also get high quality fittings and new hoses as well, so the whole thing is going to be able to stand up to the underhood temperatures that you are going to encounter. You may have also noticed that you get this really sharp looking engraved Mopar logo, and again, this is an actual Mopar licensed product, so you get some extra peace of mind there as well, plus it just looks really cool. Now you may have noticed too that this is a pretty small canister, but you shouldn't have to empty this very often. Most engines only produce about an ounce of oil every 1,000 miles or so, and your results might vary there, of course. I would recommend that you check the canister every 500 to 1,000 miles or so when you first install it, get an idea of when it needs to be serviced. However, depending on where you live and how you use your car, you may not get as much oil vapor, so you may be able to let it go longer. But for example, if you live in a cold climate, it's more likely that you're going to need to check this more often, since cold weather often means that there's going to be more condensation, which means you're going to have more oil filling this guy up. Now pricing wise, this one is going to come in toward the top end of the category, running around $300. But these are also made to order, and again, they are super high quality, Mopar licensed, and you're getting a lot of good stuff here. So even at a higher price than some others in the category, it is still less expensive than getting a professional valve cleaning at your mechanic, and it's going to keep your car running longer and better. So even for the price, I don't really see much of a downside here. Installation is also quite simple, coming in at a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter. It should only take you about 30 minutes to get this installed. All you gotta do is mount the bracket in the car, make sure this is screwed on tight, and then hook up the hoses. Pretty straightforward. And to show you how to get it done, let's throw it over to one of our AM customers right now.
Today we're gonna use a 15mm socket, the 3/8 drive socket wrench, a 8mm Allen key for this screw, and we have a coupling fitting. We got 2 pre-cut tubes of fuel line and our oil catch can. To start off, we're going to take off this tube just using our hands. Then we're going to take off this bolt using a 15mm socket with a 3/8 drive wrench. Then we're going to install the oil catch can. We're going to start the screw using our hands. So this bolt was here, but we're not going to need it for this installation. Next, we're going to get our pre-cut line, turn this elbow towards this opening. I'm going to put this coupler right in here. Insert this end here. And that's it.
That's going to do it here for our review and install of the American Brothers Design Oil Catch Can for 2009 and newer 5.7 and 6.4 liter Hemi Challengers. Thanks for watching, and as always, for all things Challenger, be sure to keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.